Dude, what is all this crap on the floor?
Oh, just my Mario collection. Dude, this one has stickers.
Sticker star? Should be put in a paper shredder, to be honest. Here, try this.
Super Mario Galaxy? So this game has incredibly high reviews from critics everywhere, so I thought the best thing to do was rank all the levels.
Bring back the old Lachieninja. Super Mario Galaxy has Mario sent on an intergalactic space adventure using the Comet Observatory hub world to travel between different galaxies. Galaxies are set out as somewhat linear sets of objectives, larger ones setting out 3 main power stars to collect and smaller ones usually having only one. I'll be taking these points into account. The theme of the galaxy, the objectives of the main stars, and an appropriate length so it's not too short or too long for what it's trying to achieve. So from worst to best, here are all the galaxies of Super Mario Galaxy number 1 ranked. A sand-themed stupidity, Dusty Dune Galaxy takes the spot for the worst galaxy in the entire game. We start by jumping into these tornadoes, then Mario becomes a freaking helicopter. This helicopter mechanic is used repeatedly throughout the main objectives and is a nightmare to control, as he doesn't maintain a consistent glide, rather deciding to fall just too short of where you're aiming. The objectives mostly involve fidgety platforming over complete ugliness. The theme of this place just makes you feel Although short, thank god, this stupid blowy thing is needed to guide Mario through a bunch of assorted obstacles, including fans and landmines. Frustrating gimmicks, the ugly theme, and a boring objective of collecting these little star fragments really make you feel like a bubble stuck in hell. Same basic concept as the last, but longer, harder, and multiple paths to choose from, although they're mostly the same. I do appreciate a decent challenge, so at least you're happy when it's done. So this galaxy is opened quite early on, revealing a track of water to complete a time trial on Manta Ray. The only problem is, yes, as is with most motion-based gimmicks, the controls. Here's an accurate representation of how most attempts will go down. And that's that. As was seen before, the same concept but high difficulty way later in the game. In the end, I wasn't even bad with these controls. I wasn't bad with any of the motion gimmicks really, but they can be so slow and tedious. Usually the levels themselves aren't that special either. This is a recurring mechanic, huh? Introducing the Star Ball, a stupid motion-based nightmare. The level as you roll through these bland blocks of who knows what obstacles, tilting the Wii mode to control the ball to the goal. What am I meant to do with these steel blocks though? Oh, just throw yourself at it and see what happens. You grab Mario, pull him back and fling him. It's extremely precise, as one slight oversight could have you sent straight into a black hole. And I guess some pull stars show up for a brief moment to stretch this out a little more, but together these types of galaxies feel extremely mundane and grindy. Just a race against King Boo with the Boo Mario power-up. Pretty dull galaxy, just a race with obstacles and that's it. Another dull galaxy, basically just to defeat all the on this water sphere planet. Short, but those water levels are used a lot more cleverly later in the game, so nothing we can't find elsewhere. Oh boy, to believe I thought this was fun at first. Platforming through these shifting platforms as they move in and out of sight and therefore existence was some good fun until you bounce around uncontrollably and have to perfectly time these massive leaps up a disappearing wall that follows you. The only problem is, it is bloody impossible to time, for me at least. This is the introduction of the Star Ball into the game, just a bit prettier and a little longer than Rolling Gizmo Galaxy. Feels less lazy overall, but it's still a dumb ball. The challenge to find all these bunnies on a planet, kind of alright, but it really requires an initial failure to find them, and then a race to get to all of them on the second try. Literally forgot this existed. Disappearing platforms as you run over them, that's it really. Be Mario, climb some walls. Now we're moving into some pretty fun stuff. Gateway Galaxy serves as the first real galaxy, getting the player used to planets and Mario's spin move, as well as the introduction of Rosalina. You make your way through this Bowser power generator thing and collect your first Grand Star, the keys to progression in this game. You also return later on to unlock the Red Star's use in the hub world. It's fine, but you have to collect these purple coins using the disorientating flying power up. Step on all these pads on a very small planet. Fun, but very short. Platforming over some sugary treat-based platforms. Again, short, but a fun little distraction. Upon scripting this one, I thought to myself, what do you do in this galaxy? I honestly couldn't remember, which is kind of the problem. The main stars are just kind of forgettable, as fun as it was to infiltrate this thing and mess with some gravity switching platforming. The theme of the galaxy is fine, but not really pinpointed to anything specific, and nothing that isn't just done better later on. You infiltrate a giant stone whale eel thing. It was pretty cool, but kind of quick with a bit of unused potential, especially since it could be cheesed so easily. The theme of this place? Amazing. Music? Just iconic. But what you had to actually do felt pretty similar throughout the galaxy. It was definitely fun, but the base planet the galaxy is named after is rather small, the Beach Bowl, and the stars either expand out to another random planet that has nothing to do with the theme, or just enter the mission really quickly. An entire star is literally just gold shell, robbery time. Although it introduced the spring mushroom, you can just cheese your way around it most of the time. However, the parts where you can't avoid it bring this galaxy down a few spots. Cool theme, music is a little annoying, and just some fun platforming over robots and toys and stuff. A beta version of Drip Drop Galaxy, hosting a fun boss fight with this bony shark thing. This galaxy is basically just a mirrored version of Honey Hive Galaxy with a new coat of paint. The missions don't really link to each other, but Honey Hive was a good galaxy. Besides, although the planets are a bit uncorrelated, it's still fun climbing wooden structures, towers, and fighting this bubbly boy at the end. A unique little side galaxy which has you pick your power up through a tunnel, then you race to the end with a star. This galaxy has you exploring an area of underwater sea caverns, finding a set of airships, random planets on the outside, and a shark. Pretty cool theme just to look at, but the stars are nothing too special aside from the first. The concept sounds like junk, but I've always remembered this galaxy. You run through assorted bits of space junk, going over pool stars and just floating through and over obstacles. The theme is clearly defined, and each mission is unique with a journey through floating bits and pieces, an airship assault, and another boss fight, but it's a spider. Essentially a more memorable version of Battlerock Galaxy, where you explore all the different workings of this giant ship. All really fun objectives aside from the final one, this dumb minigame that is very precise. The introduction of Bee Mario, exploring around a galaxy of bees. A great early galaxy with a bit of an odd first star but fun visuals, as well as the following stars actually linking to each other nicely. The galaxy is invaded with insects and whatnot, creating new structures and being complete pests to this galaxy's inhabitants. This is Beach Bowl but better, although 2 stars have you swim through a long track. At least it's not a bloody manta ray. The final one allows for some really fun exploration through the galaxy, collecting fragments from different parts of the track you see in previous stars. Some complain that this galaxy could have been a bit longer, but I think the length is perfect for what it's trying to do. You lift the tower out of the water by guiding a missile into the weight holding it down, then scale the rest right to the top. Short but oddly thrilling as you climb the tower, as it's backed by an amazing musical theme. I love this galaxy. This galaxy has the player actually floating from planet to planet themselves through this beautiful set of garden planets. The only problem really is the third star's lack of consistency. What is all of this? It just blocks. I love the rest of the galaxy though, it deserves to be high up. All of its objectives are fun and clearly set out, introducing the Boo Mario power-up, exploring a mansion, racing King Boo through a ghostly wasteland, and flinging your way to Bouldergeist. The theme stays consistent throughout, having an eerie, spooky feeling during the entire galaxy. Although somewhat basic, a beautiful way to portray what's to come. You begin on the first planet and journey out to others, headed for a boss or two, or collecting enough starbits to infiltrate the structure in the center. Either way, this beautiful theme begins your proper journey into Mario Galaxy well. Melty Molten is a fiery gem. Stars have you ascending a lava-coated spire, running through meteor showers and active volcanoes, the return of a familiar foe from the beginning, harder than ever. But then, yeah, this made me want to run over the lava myself. In my opinion, the best galaxy in the whole game. The first star as you set out climbing an icy mountain, scaling your way up with the use of the ice flower, making ice skating good fun. The climb ends as you reach the top and cross Baron Burr, taking him down and being sent off for the next star in the fire half of the galaxy. It's almost an entirely different galaxy, leading over flames and using the fire flower this time around. The area is so different to the frozen half, yet is still so great with its own abandoned fire temple aesthetic. Then, to top it off, we have the combination of both, where you switch between both halves and make your way to the final goal. The third star may fall a little flat, but overall, the theme of the galaxy is really enjoyable throughout its detailed environment Mario traverses through. In my opinion, the greatest galaxy the game has to offer.
So, yeah, that's the end of the video. Hope you all enjoyed that. So that took a lot longer than I originally thought, but please don't kill me with your dislikes, because there's bound to be disagreements, and it's literally like my 3rd video. Also, Grand Star Galaxies were not included in this list, so they're here somewhere in my favourite preference order, all 6 of them. So, yeah, I guess that's the end of the video. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time. Bye! We're done now? Alright, cool. Some of this stuff fell down. And, who are you anyway?